Welcome to Asian Star Trend. Our channel updates hot news about Asia's most popular stars. Please subscribe and comment to help us update better videos. Love in Early Summer, a 61-episode emotional roller coaster of revenge, secrets, and redemption in the sprawling 61-episode urban short drama Love in Early Summer. Rising stars Zhu Yi and Wang Yiren deliver compelling performances that dive deep into a world where love, betrayal, and long-buried family secrets collide. At first glance, it's a romance set against the backdrop of summer, but beneath the warm skies lies a storm of vengeance and emotional complexity. The story opens with a seemingly chance encounter between two strangers, yet their lives are already entangled by the grudges of a previous generation. Zhu Yi's character, a calm and calculating entrepreneur, harbors a secret agenda to dismantle the family that destroyed his own. But things begin to unravel when he crosses paths with Wang Yiren's character, a spirited young woman from that very family, unaware of the past sins she's inherited. As their relationship deepens, the lines between justice and obsession blur. Every affectionate moment is laced with hidden motives, and every revelation cuts deeper than the last. The narrative masterfully weaves suspense and intimacy, constantly challenging viewers to question, is this love real, or just part of the plan? What Love in Early Summer offers isn't just plot twists, it's emotional reckoning. It asks how far we're willing to go for the ones we've lost, and whether love can bloom from the soil of hatred. By the final episode, audiences aren't just entertained, they're left reflecting on the price of forgiveness, the burden of legacy, and the fragile, transformative power of love. Love in Early Summer, A Daughter's Return. A family's reckoning. At the heart of Love in Early Summer lies a gripping tale of vengeance and truth, driven by the fierce determination of its heroine, Chuksha, portrayed by Zhu Yi. After 7 years abroad, Chuksha returns not for nostalgia but for justice. Haunted by her mother's mysterious death, Chuksha sets her sights on uncovering the truth buried deep within her fractured family. Her inheritance was stolen, her mother's legacy erased, and her father and cunning stepsister Jackson now hold the power that once belonged to her. But Chuksha isn't the same naive girl she once was. She returns armed with knowledge, strategy, and a quiet fire. Her first move? Fighting for control of her late mother's studio, a symbol of both memory and motive. But reclaiming it means going head-to-head with Jackson, a master manipulator who will stop at nothing to protect her interests. When Chuksha discovers the existence of crucial surveillance footage from the night of the fatal accident, footage tied to a man named Chimo, tensions explode. The game becomes deadly, with USB drives used as bargaining chips and emotional wounds torn open in every confrontation. This isn't just a family drama, it's a chess match of secrets, betrayal, and buried pain. Viewers are drawn into each twist, asking themselves, how much truth is worth uncovering if it shatters everything? Through Chuksha's journey, Love in Early Summer doesn't just entertain, it resonates. It explores what it means to confront your past with courage, and dares to ask whether justice and love can ever coexist. When the credits roll, audiences don't just walk away with answers, they walk away changed. Forbidden ties and lingering guilt. The twisted romance of Chimo and Chuksha. Behind the icy mask of Chimo, played by Wang Yiren, the stoic heir to the powerful Shi family, lies a storm of emotion, one that swirls dangerously around Chuksha. On the surface, he is untouchable, reserved, and calculating. But the bond between them runs far deeper than appearances suggest. Their connection traces back to childhood, anchored in a simple moment that neither forgot. A shared candy, a teasing declaration, "You took my candy, so now you're mine." That innocent promise, made in passing, would come to shape the course of their destinies. Years later, fate orchestrates a charged reunion. Chuksha, now bold and cunning, pushes boundaries with flirtatious provocation, referring to herself as his little sister-in-law and whispering dangerous words. "Would you prefer a sweeter name, brother-in-law?" Chimo's warning is low and laced with tension. There are consequences to speaking like that. Their relationship dances between fire and restraint, both seductive and volatile, yet underneath the sensual tension lies something darker. Chimo, despite his aloof exterior, shields Chuksha from harm, once vowing, "I won't let anyone hurt you again." But this promise is soon clouded by doubt. As Chuksha digs deeper into her mother's death, she begins to suspect Shimo might be hiding a link to the tragedy. Their love becomes a battlefield, desire entangled with betrayal, tenderness shadowed by suspicion. Each moment they share leaves the audience breathless. Is this longing built on trust or lies? Love in Early Summer captures the agony and allure of forbidden connection. In the end, viewers are left questioning whether love can survive the weight of the past or if some bonds are meant only to break dark secrets and deadly schemes. The web of suspense behind Love in Early Summer. Beneath the sunlit romance of Love in Early Summer lies a chilling undercurrent of conspiracy, betrayal, and psychological warfare. As Chuksha digs deeper into her mother's mysterious death, what she uncovers isn't just personal tragedy, it's a dangerous family secret that someone is willing to kill to protect her father, once a figure of quiet dignity, is now under suspicion. Not only did he cover up the circumstances of his wife's demise, but he also appears determined to silence the one person who won't let it go, his own daughter. When Chuksha narrowly escapes an attempt on her life, it becomes clear the danger isn't just emotional, it's life-threatening. Meanwhile, Shimo's role grows increasingly murky. Under hypnosis during a covert investigation, flashes of memory suggest he may have been present at the crime scene. But was he a witness, a pawn, or something far more sinister? As truth flickers in and out of reach, the line between protector and perpetrator begins to blur. Then there's Jackson, the stepsister cloaked in sweetness but driven by envy. Not content with undermining Chuksha's reputation, she spreads vicious rumors about her private life and, in a shocking escalation, plots her death. Tonight, the woman seducing Shimo won't live to see another sunrise, she whispers coldly, revealing the depth of her malice. The stakes rise with every episode. Every character has something to hide and something to lose. Love in Early Summer doesn't just deliver suspense, it masterfully layers psychological intrigue over familial tension. It compels viewers to question how well we truly know those closest to us and whether the worst monsters live not in shadows, but under the same roof. Scene Spotlight, a dangerous game of temptation and control. One of the most unforgettable moments in Love in Early Summer unfolds in a dimly lit hallway where tension hangs thick in the air and unspoken emotions threaten to erupt. And Chuksha leans in, her gaze playful yet defiant. She's no longer the timid girl from 7 years ago. With each word, she dances closer to the line between teasing and provocation. Her voice drips with flirtation as she throws out a bold remark, testing the boundaries of their relationship. Shimo doesn't flinch, but his eyes darken in one sharp breath. He cuts through the silence. 7 years apart, and you've grown bold. Do you even know what happens when you say such wolfish words to a man? The line, both a warning and a confession, has become a fan favorite quote, echoing with tension, vulnerability, and barely restrained desire. In that moment, Shimo is no longer the untouchable heir, and Chuksha is no longer just a girl chasing justice. They are two forces locked in a dangerous dance, where every word has weight and every glance is a gamble. It's more than just flirtation, it's a psychological standoff. The scene encapsulates everything that makes Love in Early Summer irresistible: emotional complexity, forbidden chemistry, and characters who say more in silence than most do in speeches. This moment doesn't just thrill, it lingers. Viewers are left breathless, wondering, is this the beginning of love, or the start of a beautiful, inevitable collapse? Iconic lines, high stakes, the explosive dialogue driving Love in Early Summer at its core. Love in Early Summer is fueled by razor-sharp dialogue and emotionally charged confrontations that stay with viewers long after the credits roll. Two lines, in particular, have etched themselves into the minds of audiences, signaling the series' intensity, mystery, and emotional depth. In the scene that marks the turning point of her character arc, Chuksha stands before the people who betrayed her. Her voice is steady, her eyes cold. I'm back. It's time to settle the score. With just one line, her 7-year silence ends, and the revenge begins. It's a declaration that electrifies the screen, setting off a chain of confrontations, power plays, and emotional unraveling. But just as Chuksha believes she's gaining ground, another voice twists the knife deeper. Her manipulative stepsister Jackson drops a bombshell. Shimo was at your mother's accident scene. I have video proof. Do you dare trade for it? With that threat, the narrative plunges into darker waters. The Manchukuo may be falling for her protector, her enemy, or perhaps both could be tied to her greatest trauma. The stakes rise, not just in the quest for truth, but in the war between trust and betrayal. These lines aren't just a dialogue, they're weapons. Combined with intense emotional tension and suspenseful reversals, they form the beating heart of the series. And at the center of it all are Ziyu Yi and Wang Yiren, whose undeniable chemistry elevates every scene into something unforgettable. Love in Early Summer doesn't just tell a story, it pulls viewers into a world where every word matters, every truth cuts, and love and vengeance walk a knife's edge.